All right, what's up, CEOs? What's going on? If you are watching this right now, you're probably watching a replay as I wait for people to get the notifications that this video is live. So today we are talking about common setbacks to get your dealer's license. And this talk, this training, this topic is really inspired by Drama-Free Licensing, which is just opened to help you to get your dealer's license in the shortest amount of time without wasting money. Okay, so that's what I was thinking about when I thought about this this topic for today, because I wasted a lot of time and money. It took me 6 months to get my dealer's license in 2012. Was it way back in 2012? Yeah, in 2012. And it took me 6 months, and that was because of some of these setbacks. Okay, so I want to give you the info you need so that you don't waste time and money, because even in those 6 months that it took me to finish the application process and get my license, I was paying on a location that whole time, losing money, and I had to pay for different parts of the application process again because so much time had lapsed. So as I'm, here, I'm supposed to be here to help you in this used car business. This is one of the most important parts, is getting licensed. So let me introduce myself, because we got a lot of new people in the group and a lot of new subscribers on YouTube. I'm Shamel, and I started the Auto Dealer Business School so that I could help people to buy and sell great cars, have happy customers, and make lots of money doing it. So I was just thinking about, like, what are all the best parts about the business, and what money definitely increases our options. So common setbacks in the dealer license process. I do want to remind you right now to check the description for the link to Drama-Free Licensing. Sign up so that you can get a step-by-step guide to completing your dealer's license in the right order so that you don't waste time or money, and you get licensed next month. Okay, so that's what I am promising. That's what I think is possible, is you can get licensed next month if you follow Drama-Free Licensing and the guidelines. Okay, all right, so setbacks in the dealer license process. I think the first setback is budget. So you need to know what your budget needs to be to complete the licensing process at the very least. Okay, how much is this license gonna cost you? So I put together a auto dealer startup cost guide that you can download. I'll put the link in the description here so that you can get an idea of how much money you need to have to even get through the licensing process. All right, so you need money to fund each one of the steps. You're also going to need money to keep everything going while you're waiting for your license to be approved. And you're going to need money to keep everything going while you're getting your cars ready to sell. Okay, so budget is one of the big setbacks. So let me know who is joining. I haven't been able to see many comments or questions. So if you have questions, I'll definitely check the comments later. All right, so budget, money is one of the biggest setbacks. So get your money right so that you can finish this licensing process and you have everything you need. Now, to be able to get your money right, what's up, Corey? To be able to get your money right, you need to know how much money you need. That's why I got the startup cost guide you can download, but also you need to know how much certain things are going to cost you, like your bond. Shuri, I'm at work but trying to tune in. Okay, what's up? Hey. You need to know how much certain things are going to cost you. So certain parts of the application process have fixed costs. Certain have variable costs that depend on you, the person who is applying for the license. So The ones that have very huge variable costs are the bond and the garage liability insurance if required in your state. So the bond is based on your credit, and the worse your credit is, the higher the bond. So you want to make sure that you know what that's going to be, and you have time to shop around for a great bond. Shuri says, I have my bond and everything, just have to get my tags now. Okay, great. That's good. So you want to definitely make sure that you know how much your bond is going to cost, and you can do that by getting a bond quote, okay? And then adding that into your overall cost for your dealer's license. And you can get a bond quote without having a location secured, without having much secured. I recommend it very early in the process. And again, I go through the step-by-step in drama-free licensing, so sign up for that. So the bond is actually on the list of setbacks, because the bond can set you back. That's what set me back when I started the process. My credit wasn't all that great. And then when I went for a bond quote, it was like $7,000 for the time of the license. And I was like, I don't have that. I didn't even budget for that. Like, that's a lot. I did not have it. So I spent time shopping around for the bond, even though I had secured the location and I had all these other things that I had spent money on. I had to keep spending money on searching for the right bond that I could afford. Okay. So I'm telling you from experience, I'm not just saying, the bond can set you back hypothetically, like, no, like really the bond can set you back. So make sure you get a quote. In drama-free licensing, I will list some of the companies that have been giving really good quotes to people. So definitely make sure you join to get that information to help you out. All right, so we talked so far about the budget setting you back, the bond setting you back. The next thing that's a common setback in the licensing process is criminal background history and how it is handled in the licensing with the licensing board. So what I mean by that is in every state, they handle felonies, even misdemeanors, even arrests that didn't lead to a conviction, even tickets differently. Okay, so anything like that they may have. So in Georgia, just for example, they have like a schedule of time that needs to lapse before you can be considered for a dealer's license. And the time schedule is directly related to the class of offense. Okay, so if you know you have a criminal background, you need to know that up front before you start dumping money into the process, because you could have to wait some amount of time before you could even apply. So you got to know that. All right. So in drama-free licensing, I definitely help you figure out how to know what that requirement is so that you can get your license quickly and you're not wasting money trying to wait for you to qualify even. Okay. So any questions about criminal background? I did record a video last week about criminal background and in the licensing process. So definitely check that video out. All right. So that's budget, that's bond, that's criminal background. The next thing that can set you back, in my opinion, is the order and the timeline in which you complete the requirements. So there are certain requirements that you pay for one time and you have satisfied the requirement. There are certain requirements that you pay for one time, but it's only good for a limited amount of time. So you definitely want to make sure you do that later in the process, because if it's taking you a little longer, then you'll have to pay again for that, right? Then there are certain requirements that you pay for and you have to keep paying for every month. So you definitely want to make sure once you commit to those that you are very close to submitting your application. And I know I'm being vague because there are a lot of requirements, a lot of different states, and I work with people in different states. But in drama-free licensing, I go through the order and timeline of the requirements for each state. So you can get an idea of, you know, how you should execute this process so that you're not wasting time and money. I mean, I know I keep saying it, but don't nobody want to waste time or money. So yeah, definitely check that out because it's very important, the order and the timeline in which you complete the requirements. All right. So any questions on that while I wait for questions? The last setback in the licensing process, in my opinion, and I really do think that this is probably a complete list of the setbacks that you can experience. So as long as you have watched out for these, then your process will go smooth to get your dealer's license. But the last setback is, of course, your location. Your location can really mess a lot of things up if it's not the right location, if it's not zoned correctly, if you do not have the right requirements, like if you don't have the right, you know, phone, the right sign, let me just think, the right furniture in the office, the right amount of space for the office, the right amount of space for the display space or the lot. Like there are a lot of variables with the location that can really throw the whole process off. Like you really need a guide to like getting the location right, especially in certain states, so that you can make sure you're not signing a lease and committing to something legally and long-term that is not going to lead to the dealer's license, because really you're only leasing the space because you're anticipating getting approved for the license and being able to make money selling used cars. So you really need to make sure the space is tight and right. Okay. And again, that's why I created drama-free licensing, so that you can see all the things that can trip you up on this location and you can solve those problems and check those off and make sure you are straight, so that when you submit your application, then you are confident that you're going to get approved because you have the right location. All right. Shuri says, how do you get the tags? That part is kind of confusing to me. Okay. So what state are you in? Okay. Usually the tags are distributed by the DMV, just like any tags are. And they have an application for dealers who can, okay, in Georgia. So yeah, it's distributed by the DMV. There's an application for dealers. I actually am going to have, yeah. Oh, okay. The DMV. Yeah. I actually am going to have, I haven't completed this part yet, but I am going to have a section in drama-free licensing that's like, now I'm approved, now what's next? And it's going to go through how to get the tags, because after you're approved, the requirements don't stop. Then you have to get ready to sell, to, you know, buy cars. Really is, you got to get ready to buy cars first. Okay. Then you focus on getting ready to sell. And those are the two parts that I'm going to add to drama-free licensing very soon, because lots of people get approved and then they get lost. They're like, now what? Okay, I'm approved and I want to go buy cars and I want to make all this money, but how do I do that? And then you make one move to realize that you didn't have the other move in place. And so you're running around wasting what? Time and money, because all this time you're still paying on your location and paying for your other requirements. So you definitely need some guidance on what are the steps to complete after your application is approved, okay? So that is also going to be in drama-free licensing. So sure, if you want to get a sneak peek of the checklist, if you join drama-free licensing, I will give you a checklist for Georgia on everything you need to do to get ready to buy, because it's actually about 7 steps. I would say it's about 7 steps you need to complete. So getting your tag is just one step. You got 6 more to go. So I want to make sure that you get there and get there quickly. So if you join Drama Free Licensing, be sure to shoot me an email and say, hey, this is Shuri from the video. Can you send me the Georgia checklist to get ready to buy cars? Okay. All right. So any other questions about common setbacks in the dealer license process? I had forgot to really talk about that. I didn't really plan on talking about the steps to get ready to buy and the steps to get ready to sell. But yeah, that is an important part of the program too, because like I said, you want to get to the money as quickly as possible, especially when you have expenses racking up. So it is important to like see the road ahead and know, like have a GPS to get there, right? That's what I'm going to call it. It's like the GPS through the licensing process. And it's very important for you to have that GPS because you are going somewhere where you have not gone before. So you need some directions. And Drama Free Licensing has the directions. What's up, Kelvin? So that is all I have. I'm going to put the in the description. I'm going to put the links for Drama Free Licensing so you can join. And the first 10 people who join Drama Free Licensing, I am going to say, and I believe there are only 7 spots left right now. The first 3 people to join Drama Free Licensing will also get Zoom consultations with me so that if you have questions or you need extra assistance, you need a little extra attention, then you can have that, okay? And once you join, I am going to reach out to you to schedule when is a good time for those sessions. And then, I'm going to plan them out for when I think they are best useful for sure, okay? But you can also submit questions and you can get all of your uncertainties answered. All right. So it's basically like having, somebody to just connect with through the licensing process, because it can throw you off. Like there may be something that comes up for you that doesn't come up for other people. So, and, not trying to scare you, but that's not necessarily common, but custom situations require custom solutions. So if you join Drama Free Licensing, then you definitely have that opportunity to have some custom attention for a custom solution, or some special attention for a custom solution for you. So definitely join right away so that you can get that extra time with me. And something else I was getting ready to say that came to mind was, I was going to say, so I'm going to put in the description how to join Drama Free Licensing. And then also the costs, the auto dealer costs checklist. And let me see what else I was going to put in there. I can't think right now. But that's pretty much it. I look forward to seeing you in Drama Free Licensing, because look, if you're trying to be legit selling cars, like you're only going to get so far flipping cars. You're only going to get so far hustling cars. If you really want to make 6 figures selling used cars, you need to get your license. And if that process has been intimidating or scary or just seemed overwhelming at all, then that is why I'm here. And that's why I created Drama Free Licensing. So definitely sign up and I will see you there. As always, I am praying for your success. And if you have any questions, then put them in the comments. And hopefully this video was helpful. If it wasn't helpful, let me know what you wish you would have learned or, saw in this video, okay? All right, y'all. So be blessed and let's get this license. All right, bye.